Hi, and welcome to your class on the pineal gland and meditation. All right, so here's some cool stuff. At this point, you have done all of the systems of the body. You have good and conscious and clear awareness of yourself and what you're doing and what's going through your body. You have great breath work connection. You're moving energy through normal and reverse abdominal breath work. You've gotten the lymphatic system cleaned up. You've gotten the brain activated. You got all the organs working. You got Ming Men, the powerhouse of vitality, working through you. You've got the vagal nerve and the phrenic nerve working and sedated and strong and moving throughout the body. And you got the heart and the cardiovascular system and your emotional center at a really great place of spiritual peace and robust energetic expression. All that's working for you. You've been challenging yourself with hot and cold alternating therapies. You've been making it a habit to do this practice every single day and moving throughout your body and seeing how it's helping you move past sickness and disease and more into robust parts of your life. No matter where you are, every single day you do these, you're improving. You're becoming less inflamed, less swollen, less tenured, less pain, way more range of motion in the body. So many things are happening for you. As long as you're just doing the therapies, you're improving. Even if other stuff's there, maybe it's been chronic. It's been there for a long time. You had a bad drama. A lot of stuff can happen. Take your time, do the drills, learn the skills, and work through the system every single day. When I did all this stuff, you have to just do it. When I enter a new program, okay, I'm focusing on that program. I'm really doing the work. I'm connecting and integrating everything throughout. So you've been doing that so well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take all that energy, all that expression, and we're going to harness it into the two areas of our body that are the most spiritual, mental, emotional, and physically connected. And that's through mindfulness and meditation and through pineal gland activation. So, the pineal gland. The pineal gland reflex is right between your eyebrows, right here above your nose, okay? And you can activate that through a couple techniques. One is through tapping, rubbing, and sedation. Just pushing down, finding your breath, tapping it, and finding your breath, and rubbing it, and finding your breath. And like any other technique and any other system and organ that you're working with, when you do that, you're bringing more oxygen, energy, nutrition to that area, and waste and elimination out. And by activating it, you get it to communicate with all the other systems of the body and integrate new and amazing things from the left and the right and the center and above and below and out and in and all the cool places. All that integration can happen for you from experience to experience to experience. So then we're going to connect to the pulse wave. You activated the pulse wave, and now you want to feel it. And basically how you feel the pulse wave is you feel the pulse. At first, you might just have to find your pulse. Yep, there's my pulse. Thumb, outer side. Yep, there's my pulse, found it. Carotid, got it. That's a way to find your pulse. Non-palpatory finding your pulse is actually being so aware and so quiet. You feel it pulsing throughout your body. Okay, you might have to do a couple push-ups and sit-ups and maybe a wall sit or go up and down the stairs a couple times to feel your heart pump. Is like, oh, now, yep, I feel my heart now. So you want to eventually feel your heart, okay? Because then you're feeling the pulse wave. So those are the awareness points and the locations of the pineal gland, and your pulse wave is connecting to that. So let's talk about pineal gland activation. So besides the nutrition and having as best of an alkaline diet as possible, clean foods, get rid of the fluoride, less fried foods, less fatty foods, all that stuff that can make that whole system sluggish and just ugh. Get rid of that. That will help get the pineal gland activated or quote decalcified. Okay? Then through the eyes is the access to the pineal gland besides the tapping, the sedation, and the rubbing technique. And we do this through a technique called sunning and cupping. So you can do it a couple ways. You can be inside with lights, or you can be outside with the sun. Now, depending on the time of the day that you do it, the sun's going to be more or less intense. The different seasons, it's going to be more or less cloudy outside. It's going to be more or less intense. You have to be the judge of how you decide to go about your intensity with the sun. With light or the sun, it doesn't matter. When you're using your eyes with this light source, you're looking towards it but never at. So if the sun is up here, I'm kind of looking towards the sun but never at the sun. Okay? In the beginning with sunning and cupping, and I suggest for a long time beginning, when you have your eyes closed is when we're pretending to know that light is in. When we're cupping our eyes and not allowing any light in is when we're in darkness. So that's the aspect of sunning and cupping. Sunning is letting the sun rays come into the iris through the eyelid and let the eyes relax. And then when you do the cupping part, you're cupping and making sure no light comes in. And you want it to be as dark as possible in here to activate the other aspect of the chemistry. Because what happens here, when you're looking towards the sun and you're doing the sunning part, the sunlight rays are coming into the eyes through the retina. The retina then goes through its pathways and crosses over through the pineal gland. The pineal gland, think of the pineal gland as solar panels that love to absorb light to do what? To create electricity, right? Same exact thing. So we're doing sunning, allowing the sun rays to come in through the retina, crossing over into the pineal gland. Pineal gland is absorbing the light energy, absorbing the light energy, absorbing the light energy. And you're staying there while you're doing your breath work, either normal, aware, or reverse abdominal. Just finding your seat of spiritual peace and let all the stress out of your face, all of the tension out of your eyes, until you can actually feel, instead of like in the beginning where you're like, oh my God, that's really bright light. Oh, okay. Oh. And you feel like no stress at all in your eyes. And the sun is coming in beautifully, or the light source is coming in beautifully. And you're experiencing that light. After a couple minutes of that, I'd say at least 2. Then cup your eyes. When your eyes are cupped, open them. So your eyes are open, but they're cupped. And you're looking into what is perceived to be a dark room. Okay? Kind of look away from the light source so you can get more darkness. Or you can put a towel over your head or a face mask, but as long as no light is coming in, you're good. If light's coming in, not so, but you want no light to come in at this point through the cupping phase. When that happens, the energy that was collected in the pineal gland goes from serotonin into a chemical called melatonin. Serotonin light, melatonin dark. Serotonin wake up, melatonin go to sleep. So you go back and forth, sunning 2 minutes, cupping 2 minutes. When you're ready to do sunning again, close your eyes, gently move your hands away, and then bring your gaze back towards the light source, and then feel the relaxation come back in. Because it'll be like, oh yeah, that's brighter. All right, let it go. Find your breath and let it go. Okay? You do that multiple times. Serotonin, melatonin, sunning, cupping. Serotonin, melatonin, sunning, cupping. 2, 2, 2, 2. Back and forth. Okay? While you're doing that, remember, you're doing your breath work. Okay? So now you've done the sunning and cupping aspect of the pineal gland. Now you've got that. So you can do that just doing the drill and learning the skill, finding your breath. And you can stop there. Perfect. Next thing, together or separate, let's talk separate. We're going to find our seat of spiritual peace. We're going to connect to the pulse wave moving through your body. Now this takes time, it takes silence and meditation and awareness. Why did we start with awareness in the beginning? Because it's the most important thing to end the system with. Start with awareness, end with awareness. Okay, it's awareness throughout, breath throughout, movement and expression throughout. Get the picture. So, whether your eyes are open, your eyes are closed, in sequential, if you're doing it, talking about the separateness of this. Find your awareness, find your breath. There's my pulse. And now you find your breath work in relationship to your awareness with your pulse. So your pulse is going boom, 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 boom. And you're breathing in, out, in, out. Boom, 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 boom. In, out, in, out. Listening and feeling for the pulse and feeling the breath move throughout. Normal, normal abdominal, reverse abdominal. Finding your breath, listening and feeling your pulse wave. That's the technique. Now doing it as a whole practice. So let's just do this for 1 minute. I'm going to coach you through this, and then you can pause it and continue, and then restart when you feel like it. Find your breath. I'm going to find my pulse. My pulse is going 1, 2, 3, 4. And I found that the pulse is going boom, 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 boom. So I'm making my breath go, breath in, in, out, 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 in, out, 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 out. So now I'm going to do normal abdominal breathing. Contract, 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 contract. Relax, 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 relax. Breath out, breath out, breath out, breath out. Breath in, breath in, breath in, breath in, breath out, breath out, breath out, breath out, breath in, breath in, breath in, breath in, breath out, breath out, breath out, breath out, breath in, breath in, breath in, breath in. And I'm noticing my pulse is changing a little bit of speed. So I'm just moving with that, not trying to change it. I'm just listening to what it's doing. And I'm following it through. And now I'm choosing to do reverse abdominal breathing. As I breathe in, I contract, 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 let go. As I breathe out and out and out. I breath in, contract, 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 breath out, relax, relax, relax. Finding that space, you'll notice an immense amount of peace come through your mind, come through your heart, and come through the center of your body as you listen and feel your pulse, whether you're feeling it or you're feeling it. And trust me, when you start feeling it, it's really cool when you start feeling your whole body. It's really cool. First time it happened for me, I was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. And I continued. All right, so now if you want to connect the two, you're doing your breath work with your pulse as I'm doing sunning. Just doing the sunning. Just letting the sun come in. I'm focusing on my breath. Feeling my pulse. I'm choosing my just breathing, my normal abdominal, or my reverse abdominal. And you go for it for at least 5 minutes, as long as you want. And enjoy the expression. And when you're done, your body is in a humongous state of conscious awareness. Because at the end of doing the sunning and cupping, and when you're in your breath work, and when you're in your pulse wave, that serotonin that got turned into melatonin, and whether you're doing intense breathing with this, or relaxative, or anywhere in between, when you connect this, you're naturally taking your brain wave into a theta state. And when your brain is in a theta state, with movement of energy, with movement of breath, with consciousness of self, and activating the pineal gland through the sun and the dark, you're turning that serotonin into melatonin and then flipping it into DMT, which is considered the spirit molecule and which is found in a lot of psychedelics, which allows you to see past the veil of this physical world and connect to your higher dimensional conscious God self of God heart connection, which you started connecting to through your awareness in class 1. So have fun with this. Enjoy it. Get out into the sun. Get out into nature. Get your pineal gland activated and feeling amazing. find your breath and find your seat of spiritual peace so you can go and create the world that you want. All right, my friends, it's been a blast going through this class. I look forward to the next one. Please let me know how everything is going. I cannot wait to hear your successes. Have a good day.